A very beautiful morning to all the children. Welcome back to science class. Today we'll start a new chapter, that is chapter number 13, and in the previous video we have completed chapter number 12, and if you have not seen that, please go through that video also. Now let's begin the chapter. So in this chapter we'll study about the atmosphere. Now you know that air is all around us, and for our survival what is required? Oxygen is required. And where is oxygen present? In the air. So air is very important or for us. We need oxygen to breathe. And the blanket of air that surround the earth is known as the atmosphere. What is atmosphere? Anything that surrounds you, that is nearby you, means not nearby you, all the things that are surrounding you are is known as the atmosphere. We can say atmosphere is the blanket. It is like a blanket of gases. Why gases? Because many gases are present in the atmosphere, not only oxygen, other gases are also there, like carbon dioxide, nitrogen, other gases like argon. All these are present in the atmosphere, so it is known as the gases. It is a mixture of gases that surrounds the earth. Now, atmosphere is a protective layer of gases that shelters all life on the earth. We can say it is a protective layer. Protective layer means it protects everything on the earth's surface and give shelter to them. It is giving us shelter. Yes, it is giving us shelter. It is providing us oxygen. It is providing carbon dioxide to the plants and all the essential things too, and nitrogen to also plants. So it is very essential for us. We can say atmosphere is the protective layer of gases that shelters all the living on the earth. So what is atmosphere? It is very important for us. And the density of atmosphere is not same throughout, means every layer, on every layer the density is different. This we have studied density in the previous chapter. Yes, density is different. It is thick near the ground and becomes thinner as we go up. As we go up, the density of atmosphere increases. Okay, as the air becomes thinner, as you go higher, breathing becomes more difficult. As we go higher, means as you must have seen, when we go up in the mountains, when we go in the mountains, what happens? We breathe very fast. Why? Because the amount of oxygen is less in the higher altitudes. So you must have seen people carrying, or the climbers carry, what they carry? They carry oxygen cylinder with them, because there the density of the atmosphere is high, so it is very hard to take the oxygen there, so they carry their oxygen cylinder with them. Like Mount Everest, there the density of air is very thick, and it is very it is not possible to breathe there. And there the number of trees are very less, so amount of oxygen is also very less in that high altitude. So that's why the climbers carry oxygen cylinder with them. Now we'll talk about the layers of atmosphere. What are the layers of atmosphere? So the atmosphere can be divided into several layers. Some are explained here, you can see. So they are exosphere, thermosphere, mesosphere, stratosphere and troposphere. So these are the 5 layers of atmosphere that we will discuss today. Okay, so now let's begin how our atmosphere looks like. Now here you can see this is the first layer. We know that this is the earth. This is what? This is earth. We live on which planet? We live on earth, and we live on the surface of earth, not inside the earth. We live on the surface means this is the surface, outer surface of the earth we live, not inside the surface. On the surface we live, on the surface we live. And these are the layers of atmosphere, these are the layers of atmosphere. So let's see here which one is the first layer. So the first layer is the troposphere. As you can see, this layer is the troposphere, and second one is the stratosphere, then the mesosphere, then the thermosphere, and then the exosphere. So troposphere, this layer you can see, this is the layer is the nearest to the earth's surface, and it extends up to about 15 kilometer above the surface of the earth, means above 15 kilometer, it extends up to 15 kilometer from the surface of the earth. And this is the only layer in which living things can breathe normally. Now if we will exceed 15 kilometer, you will be having breathing problem. Okay, so means up to 15 kilometers you can breathe easily, because amount of oxygen is very good in this troposphere. Okay, now most weather changes takes place in this layer only, means cloud formation is there. As you can see, aeroplane is also here, aeroplane also fly in this layer, parachutes also fly. And similarly the all the cloud formations, all this happens in the troposphere only, because it is the living layer we can say. Okay, now let's come back to the next one. Troposphere we have studied. Third one is the second one is the stratosphere. Now above the troposphere lies the stratosphere, and which extend from troposphere is about 50 kilometers above the ground. Okay, it that troposphere was 15 kilometer, stratosphere is 50 kilometer. The ozone layer lies in within the stratosphere. This layer, ozone layer, also lies in the stratosphere. In this stratosphere, ozone layer lies. Here you can see it is second layer, stratosphere. And in this stratosphere, this white line, as you can see here, this white line, can you see this white line here between meso, I'll show you with green color, I'm showing. This layer is known as the ozone layer. Ozone layer is present in the stratosphere. Now why ozone layer is important, we'll discuss. This is the reason where jet usually fly. We have seen aeroplane fly in the troposphere, and jet planes, they fly in the stratosphere. Now why ozone layer is important? Now the stratosphere contains a layer of gas called ozone. The sun gives out rays such as ultraviolet rays. Sun gives out ultraviolet rays, and that rays are very harmful. Okay, so which are very harmful to living things. These rays cause what they cause: skin cancer and problems in the eye. So the ozone layer absorbs most of these harmful rays and just thus protect all the living things on the earth. This ozone layer protect, how it protect us? What will happen if this is sun? It is giving us rays, sun rays, and these sun rays are very harmful as they contain UV rays. UV means ultraviolet. So ultraviolet rays are very harmful for us. They can cause cancer, they can cause skin disease, they can cause eye disease. So many things can happen. So this ozone layer, as you can see, it is in the stratosphere. It will absorb all the ultraviolet radiations and will not allow much ultraviolet rays to come inside the earth's surface, and that's why it will help us to prevent us from the ultraviolet rays. Now let's come to the mesosphere. Next layer is the mesosphere. The mesosphere, above the stratosphere is the mesosphere, and it extends up to a height of 80 kilometers. It extends to a height of 85 kilometers from the ground. Here the temperature grows colder as you rise up through the mesosphere. Means if you are going through mesosphere, you will see rise in temperature, means temperature keep on increasing. The meteors burn up in this level. In this level, the meteors burn up. Meteors means the celestial bodies that breaks down in the universe. They break down and they come back, they just fall down in the earth. We say that this shooting star, so all they just end up in the mesosphere only, so they just all burn up in the mesosphere. All the shooting stars and all, they all burn up in the mesosphere only. Okay, because here you can see temperature is there, so when we go grow colder as you go up, means here the temperature is very cold and the all are burning up, so they will get finish here only, in this layer only they will finish up. Okay, so this is the mesosphere. It is extends up to 85 kilometer. Next one is the thermosphere. Thermosphere, it extends up to 500 to 600 kilometers above the earth's surface. The thermosphere lies above the mesosphere, and this is region where the temperature increases as you go higher. In previous one, mesosphere, in the case of mesosphere, we have studied that when we go up, the temperature decreases. The temperature decreases in the case of mesosphere. But in the case of thermosphere, as we go up, the temperature will increase. The temperature will increase in the case of thermosphere. Next one is the exosphere. Exosphere is the outermost layer, or we can say final frontier of the Earth's gaseous envelope. The air in the exosphere is constantly but gradually leaking out to the Earth's atmosphere into outer space. There is no clear cut boundary where the exosphere finally fades into space. So, this is the outermost layer of the Earth's surface, and it finally up ends up to the space, means there will be no line. Don't think that this is a final line for exosphere and after this no exosphere line is up. No, there's nothing like that. It will just fade, just it will just fade and mix into the universe. Okay, so this is the exosphere. So these are the layers of atmosphere. Now we will study about importance of atmosphere in the okay, we'll study about the importance of atmosphere in this lecture only. We have time now. Importance of atmosphere. Now we all know that atmosphere is very important for us because what it is providing? It is providing us oxygen. It is providing us oxygen, that is that we breathe, and that is important for our survival. So how atmosphere is important? It is providing us oxygen. First thing. Second thing, it help retain the sun's heat. It help to retain the sun's heat and prevent it from escaping back into the space. You know that if there will be no atmosphere, we will not be able to survive, because as the sun is providing us heat, how we are capturing it? We are capturing it through the atmosphere only, because the atmosphere captures the heat and don't let it go back, hold the sunlight go back. It will capture some sunlight and keep the temperature of the earth up to mark, because it's in these winters the temperature is so down. If sun will be not there, then it will not heat up and the temperature of earth will fall down, and that will no that will be very difficult to survive these winters. Okay, so it gives us sun means it captures the sun rays. Third important role of atmosphere, it plays a major role in Earth's water cycle. You know water cycle, you have studied. Water cycle is possible through the atmosphere only. Means you know that first evaporation is there from the process of evaporation is there from the ponds and rivers, then it will go up through the air, and the what will form, clouds will form, and again it will come down. So who is playing major role in this? Atmosphere is playing major role in the water cycle. Third one is the, it keeps the, fourth one, it keeps, helps keep the climate on the earth moderate. We have studied, it captures the sunlight. Okay, now it contain carbon dioxide, it contain carbon dioxide used by plants. You know that carbon dioxide is used by plants. Carbon dioxide is used by plants to, in the process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide, plants used carbon dioxide, and what they gives us, they gives us oxygen. Oxygen is used by human beings, and what we release carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide is again used by the plants. So it is in the atmosphere, carbon dioxide is present, and that carbon dioxide is used by plants to make their food in the process of photosynthesis. And what they release oxygen, and oxygen is used by human beings, and what the human beings are releasing, carbon dioxide again. So it is a cycle. Oxygen is converted to carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide to oxygen, like this. Okay, so this is all possible through the atmosphere only. Okay, so this is all for today. Now in the next video we'll study about air. What does the air contain? We have studied in the atmosphere air is there, so what does the air contain? This we will study in the next video. Till then, take care. Sairam.